The Bombi Bebee V2 is here and the updates are impressive. It's now competing with some of the higher end travel stroller at a fraction of the price. So let's jump in and find out if this stroller is the right option for you and your family. If you're new here, I'm Emily. I'm the stroller mom. I review strollers and baby gear from a mom's perspective. I'm a mom of 3 kids, 4 and under, and I review products that I actually use with my children. If you are not already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below if you have any questions. One more thing I want to mention before we dive in, Bombi did send me these strollers in exchange for this review. However, all these opinions are my own, and I'm excited to share my thoughts on these strollers and the updates that have been made. And Bombi gave me a code for $20 off with the purchase of an accessory, and their accessories are really nice. So go add a snack tray, car seat adapter, or second cup holder, and add that code below. It's in the description. So let's start with talking about the difference between the Bombi V1 and the Bombi V2. Right off the bat, the thing I noticed the most was the materials are so much better on the new one. This one just feels more plasticky, and this one, I've really been impressed. I love that they now have the canopy, which I'll show you in just 1 minute, that is all one color. And the handlebar, the leather detailing is nicer as well. They also added the seat back to be more upright, something that is a lot of travel stores are starting to catch up on, but is definitely best in class when you look at it that way. The other thing is now the handlebar is a little bit further away, so it's better for taller parents. They also have a new closing mechanism, which is definitely easier to use, and they upgraded their tires. So lots of changes, but honestly the changes they made are things parents care about. So let's jump in to the stroller, kind of starting from the top, and we'll say goodbye to the V1 version. The Bombi V2 retails for $199, and what you get for that price is the stroller, as you see here, a parent cup holder, a bumper bar, and a travel bag. The thing I really like about the travel bag is while it doesn't have any padding, the stroller fits in it with the wheels attached, and it has a nice carry handle. So that makes it really nice for if you have to gate check your stroller, which I'll talk about in just a little bit. The other thing that is really nice is Bombi has a lot of additional accessories. So snack trays, cup holders, car seat adapters, things like that. So rain cover, mosquito net, there's lots. So if you do end up deciding to purchase this stroller, be sure to shop through the link below, because if you purchase an accessory, they will give you a $20 off code with my link. So be sure to check that out. In regards to the handlebar, I was really impressed with the height of the handlebar. The canopy doesn't really touch my hands when pushing. I love the leather detailing. The cup holder is really nice, and you can definitely tell it has a little bit more distance between the handlebar, the wheels, and the brake, which do make it very nice for tall parents. Moving on to the canopy, I love that they changed it to where the materials is all the same on this stroller, and it is this nice recycled materials. In 2020, when Bombi first got on my radar, I liked the chevron pattern that they have here, but today that more elevated look of it all being one color is really nice, and I've been super happy with that. They do have a peekaboo window here that is magnet, and while it doesn't have a magnet to hold it open, the way it kind of pulls over, it does stay open even on windy days. So I've been really happy with the peekaboo window, and I feel like I can see my baby really nicely. It also has really nice coverage as well, and it's easy enough to move back and forth. Another thing I really like about this stroller, that the more strollers that have this, it's just a really nice feature, is they have this pocket back here that I can put my phone in. And I was just up actually at a cabin with some of my friends, and they loved how they kind of kept the pattern in the pocket. I think it's a great way of adding a little bit of personality to the stroller without having it be like so prominent as the canopy. So I think that is a really nice feature, and I find that when I have strollers that don't have that phone pocket, it's just not my favorite. I love the color of this stroller. This is called Desert Berry, but they have a bunch of different kinds from black all the way to green, so there's a lot of options. Be sure to check that out below. In regards to the seat back, it's not the tallest seat back, but honestly, because it's so upright, I've been really happy. I had my 2.5-year-old who's very tall, like 98th percentile, try and pretend to nap in this stroller, and she could. My 4-year-old could not. But I think it's important to note, how often are your children sleeping in the stroller? Because it may not be that much as they get older, and you'll be surprised what kids are willing to do if they're tired enough. So I wouldn't say the seat back is terrible, but it's definitely not the tallest seat back on the market. I do love that it has no rethread. I recently filmed a reel with a bunch of double strollers, and none of them were no rethread, and it was awful. Like, even yesterday, we put my toddler in it for a little bit, and then we needed to put my baby in it, and just being able to change and adjust the straps is seamless and so easy. The seat's nice and padded, and the buckles are easy. I also love that they have this little child cup holder here that you could put, or like whatever you want to put there, which is really nice, and the leather has been upgraded with the V2 version. I also love the adjustable calf support. I feel like it's nicely padded and easy enough to move up and down, and then there is a lower footrest there, which has been very comfortable for my 4-year-old and my 2.5-year-old. In regards to recline, it's actually pretty good. I've been happy with it. It's this tension pull, which I know some parents don't like, but I actually like that because you can get a more upright positioning if you pull it tight. But it has multiple adjustments I've been really happy with, and you just kind of push these buttons and pull back. And you have a decent recline here, especially with the lower footrest. And then to pull it back up, you just pull here. I will say it's a little bit tricky. Like you have to push 2 buttons and pull. For me, it's worth it because you get the more upright seat position, which is really nice. In regards to the basket, I've actually been really impressed with this basket. We took this to swim lessons all the past 2 weeks, and I had 3 towels, baby stuff, everything under there, and it held it really well. It holds 15 pounds, which is more than a lot of the competition on the higher end strollers that I've been really happy with, and you can easily access it from the front. There's also like a hidden pocket where you can put your phone or something you're trying to hide. In regards to the brake, it's probably my least favorite feature of the whole stroller. It's not the most flip-flop friendly. So it does the job. It definitely activates really easily, but I feel like pulling it up, it's just a little bit tricky on my foot. I can still do it in sandals, but it's not the easiest for sure. For push and suspension, this is something that so many of you have asked me on Instagram. I took this to a cabin in the woods and walked all around, like we did a big loop with my baby in it, and it did really well. Is it a jogger all-terrain stroller? No. But can I push it on gravel occasionally? Yes. This is something which means also it'll do really well on cobblestone. So I was very impressed with this from that standpoint. The wheels, there's a little bit of suspension. You can even feel it in the stroller. And that was definitely a plus for the Bombi that you don't see in a lot of its competition. So something else I want to mention on the seat, it does hold 50 pounds. And something that's super unique about the car seat adapters for this stroller is it's actually compatible with up-a-baby car seats. That is not super common. So they're adding more every day. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the description, I'll link to the car seat adapters, because something that's super interesting about the car seat adapters for this stroller is they're actually a buckle as opposed to like having different ones for each of the strollers. So that makes it a little bit more universal. It's a little bit cumbersome, but I do like that they have pockets to store it here. And so it's something that it's just different. A lot of the strollers I test have like unique car seat adapters for each car seat, whereas this one has more of the universal and you buckle it across, and it does well. So while it's not my favorite car seat adapter, it at least gets the job done. So let me show you the fold because it's one of my favorite features on this stroller. Now this stroller does weigh 18 pounds. So it's definitely on the heavier side of the travel strollers. It's still lighter than most full-size strollers, which I like, and it does have some suspension. So I'm almost willing to overlook the fact that it's 18 pounds because of those nice features, but that is something to note. This is not the lightest option. However, if you're someone who has a Vista or a big stroller and you're looking for something to be like your car stroller, this is a really good option. So let me show you the fold. Put the brake on. It's so cool. It's just like the Nuna, and it's half the price. Literally half the price, over half the price. So that's really easy. And then to open it, you actually just pull, and then it opens really easily. So it's very seamless putting it in your trunk, which I think makes it a great like everyday lightweight stroller, and I've been really happy with that. And if you don't want to pull it, you can also just fling it open like that. It's pretty cool. So the fold is definitely a selling point for this stroller. The next question I have had the most over the past few weeks is how it does an overhead bin. So it does okay. It's not the smallest fold, it's not the biggest fold. So it's very similar to the Menu. So the Menu fits in a lot of overhead bins, but not all. It's a little bit bigger than the Zoe Traveler, which tends to fit in more, but it's not bad. I think you will have some luck depending on the type of airlines you fly on, but it also is great gate checking, and gate checking is actually better for your stroller than putting it under the plane. So at least you have it all the way to that point, and then you can get it easily with the dust bag. But you will definitely be able to put this in some overhead bins. It just depends on the airline. So who's this stroller best for? This is an amazing budget-friendly option for families who are looking for a lightweight everyday stroller or something they can travel with that they're not sold on having to have it in the overhead bin. It's a little bit heavy, but the features, the upright seat position, the no rethread, the canopy, the push, there's a lot of things going for it. For that $199 price point, you really can't find a stroller better than this with with the features it offers. So if you decide to buy this stroller, shop through the link below because you get $20 off with the purchase of an accessory. And let me know if you have any questions. If there's anything I didn't answer, I'm happy to get back to you and hopefully help you decide if this is the right option for you. Thanks for watching.